Chapter 2, Mrs.Lilly has to go. It was a lady who came running into our classroom. She was wearing an old-time man's hat and a trench coat. There was a camera around her neck and a notepad in her hand, and she was all out of breath. "Is career day over?" she asked. "Mrs. Lilly," said Mr. Granite. I recognize Mrs. Lilly. She's a reporter for our local newspaper, the News Tribune Bulletin Inquirer. She wrote an article about her school when a squirrel ate through the power lines and all the lights went out. They put my picture in the paper and everything, and my mom put it up on the refrigerator. "Sorry I'm late," she said. "I had to write a big story about a tree." "What did you write about a tree?" asked Andrea. "Yeah, what did you write about a tree?" asked Emily. It fell down," said Mrs. Lilly. "What's the big deal?" asked Ryan. "Don't trees fall down all the time?" "Well, this tree landed on a house." "Oh, was anybody hurt?" asked Emily, all worried. "No." "Then why was it such a big story?" asked Mr. Granite. "The tree fell on Mayor Hubble's house," Miss Lilly told us. "Oh, well, that is a big story." "Well, it landed on the mayor's bathroom," said Mrs. Lilly, "and the mayor was in the bathroom at the time. You see, a tree falling down is a little boring, and a tree falling down on the mayor's house is still kind of boring, but a tree falling down on the mayor's bathroom while he's on the toilet is a great human interest story. And that's what I look for, human interest stories." "What happened to Mayor Hubble?" asked Emily, all concerned. "He had to go," said Mrs. Lilly. "Well, of course he had to go," I said. "That's why he was in the bathroom." "No," said Mrs. Lilly. "I mean, after he went, he had to go." "How can you go right after you went?" asked Neil, the nude kid. We went back and forth like that for a while until Mr. Granite interrupted. "I'm terribly sorry," he said, "but this is all very interesting. We have our math lesson to do now." "Ugh, I hate math." "That's too bad," said Mrs. Lilly. "I wanted to show the kids how we make the newspaper." "Oh, that would be great," said Andrea. Don't you want to learn how they make the newspaper?" "Yes," said all the girls except for Alexia. "No," said all the boys and Alexia. "Maybe you can come back another time to show the class how to make a newspaper," suggested Mr. Granite. "I have a better idea," said Mrs. Lilly. "When I come back, the kids and I can make a real newspaper together." "That's a wonderful idea," said Mr. Granite. "Would you kids like to do that?" "Yes," we all said, except for Alexia. "No," yelled all the boys and Alexia. "I can see the headline now," said Mrs. Lilly. "Kids make newspaper. I love it. But for now, I gotta go." "Do you have to go, or do you just have to go?" I asked. "I have to go," she said. "And it's an emergency." I still didn't really know if Mrs. Lilly had to go, or if she just had to go. In any case, she went running out of the classroom. Mrs. Lilly is silly. All right, guys, chapter 3 tomorrow is how to grab somebody's eyeballs. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.